All right, we are back, and
I love your
dude,
intro.
I appreciate it, man, dude. Thank you so much, dude. It's yeah, I love it too, man. It's first time I heard it, I was like, dude, this is it right here. Let's go with this one. Bro, it's good to see you as always,
It's good to see you too.
my man. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to sit down today with my man Lance Shields from Lean Machines. Many of you know him, many of you don't, and if you don't, stay tuned because his whole journey, his whole story, and how this whole Lean Machines and everything is getting ready to be told, and what's in the future, and all this stuff in between. So, Lance, bro, it's good to see you again as always. We have a lot to talk about, and as I always start this podcast, bro, where did it all start with you on those beautiful two wheels?
Oh, it's beautiful two wheels. So it's funny because I think we talked about this before. I never expected to be on two wheels. Not my wildest dreams. So like remember back in like early 90s, like me and my dad were like just flipping through channels and landed on like a random motorcycle race. Couldn't tell you what series or anything what it was, but the guy was like leaning over to a corner. We're like, that's pretty cool. And then like he just burst into flames. I couldn't tell you why or what happened. Like everything was on fire. Me and my dad looked at each other, and we are like, it's probably not the move for us and our family. So
Right,
the
probably not the smart move. Yeah,
so I went through like high school, college, and everything. Like I'm in the workforce. And then one, not even thinking about motorcycles. I had a buddy, and when I was working in Greensboro, North Carolina. He was like, I'm getting a motorcycle. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna work him back, and I was like, you can have that. Not interested at all. And then eventually he sold it, and for what I now recognize as like a good deal, he was gonna sell me a Ninja 650 for like $2,500, but I just wasn't into motorcycles at that time, so I passed it up. But now that I am, I'm like, but the eventually I met I started dating my girlfriend, now wife. Yeah, so success story. And her and her sister, we were at dinner and they were like, yeah, we're gonna ride motorcycles. It's like a dream of ours. Like we're gonna get motorcycles and go cross country trips. And I was like, like my wife is like a little bit this. I wouldn't have had expected it of her, and neither her sister either. I didn't like peg them as motorcycle riders, so I was like, you guys aren't serious. You just like yanking my chain right now. You're joking with me, right? So but they were dead set on insisting that they were gonna go and get these motorcycles and go cross country. I was like, well, if y'all are serious about this, I can't sit on the back, right? I
right.
can't be
Yeah,
sitting on the back. So the next week I went and got my endorsement, right? Took the Honda class over in Alpharetta. I'm in Georgia, so there's a little Honda class in Alpharetta. 2 weeks later, got a bike, right? And just off to the races. I was like riding that thing up and down to work. I used to work at IBM, so like it was 20 minutes from my house. So working back, and then eventually, I have a buddy from college named Matt. He's in Goldsboro, which is close to NC Bike, like an hour south of NC Bike. And he was like, well, now that you ride motorcycles, we got to hit up the track. And I was like, I mean, you right. You ain't never lie. So I managed to get the bike all the way up there, which is that whole process is how Lean Machine started, because it was our first track day. And I was like, well, I don't have a trailer. I don't have anything. I had to borrow a van. But before I committed to the van, we contemplated like looking up bikes to rent. And so we did the Google search and everything. And all the places that were available to rent were either like a crazy deposit, like $1,500 deposit for like a first time track goer. Like can't justify that. And then or the sites just looked like they were like straight out of the 80s. Like I don't even know these places exist anymore, right? So I committed to the van, put my Ninja 400 in the back of I think a Dodge Caravan, rolled that bad boy in there. Me and my wife in the bike, and we drove the 7 hours up to NC Bike. Had a great time though, like immediately, because the whole way up there I was like, I mean, am I ready for the track? Is the track for me? I don't know about, there's a lot of fast guys, I'm sure. And then as soon as you hit the asphalt, you're like, this is like the best thing ever. Don't care how slow
100%.
you are, how fast you are. It's just you and the asphalt. You don't have to worry about the cars. And yeah, it was after that. It was we were jumping. I jumped 2 feet in after that. So scheduled our next track day, and then eventually I was like, I did my first track day on a Ninja 400, and then I kind of got it was probably like an ego trip. I'm not gonna say it was like completely ego because I wasn't under the assumption that I was fast. But after the 400, I was like, okay, well I'm gonna get an R6. That was kind of like the dream bike of mine. I was like, I can get an R6. I can justify it now, right? Got the R6, took that around the track. It was fun, but then I kind of missed the 400. So then I was like, all right, well now I gotta get the I got a second 400. And I was like, well, if I'm going to get all these bikes, I might as well, try to rent them out so that other people can avoid the trap that I fell into the first time, where you got this van and you don't know what you're doing and hauling all this stuff up to like a place that you've never been to before, 7 hours. And then so the lean machine was born. So I told my wife about the idea, and I was like, I mean, it was kind of like the reverse of when we got in the bike. She was like, you're not serious about this, right? I was like, yeah, I am serious. I like bikes. I want to go travel the country and like go see all these racetracks. So she was like, all right, well, since you're gonna commit to it. She ended up being the brains of the operation because I'm I'm the idea guy. I'm the idea guy. Like I'll see it do it, but she's like the brains of the operation. So what you're gonna need, you got to make sure to get a LLC. You got to get your endorsements, or not endorsements. You got to get your what is it, the keep all your receipts so they can write this off of your taxes. You got to get the waivers so people, so people can sign off on the bike and you're not liable and all this stuff. So she's the brain of the operation, helps me with the advertising, like and ideas and stuff for that. So yeah, and we have a 4-year-old, so it's a family business. Maybe hopefully one day the my daughter will start taking bikes to all these different racetracks, make some money as like a 16, 17-year-old that can drive. I'll just tell her to go do it, and she'll have a good time. We'll see if she likes riding bikes later, but for now, just enjoying the journey. So that's where we are.
Man, I freaking love it, dude. It's been an absolutely amazing journey too, right? The whole idea of lean machines, and I think that when people are curious about making to the track and they want to do a bike rental, like you said, I think the cost absolutely turns a lot of people
Yeah.
away up front, right? I mean, you
Hmm.
can justify 15, $2,500 down deposit, and that's solely for their insurance and to cover the cost of the bike and all this blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And then you got to rent leathers if you don't have leathers, and boots and
Hmm.
gloves, and helmet's got to pass tech, which means it's got to be within 5 years. Like, there's a lot that goes
Yeah.
into this that a lot of new people getting into it don't understand, right? You can wear
Hmm.
a 15-year-old helmet on the street and nobody gives a shit, right? It's
Yeah,
not.
but you wear a 15-year-old helmet on the track, and you're just asking for trouble. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, but 110%. So it's like all a cumulative of all these things, right?
Hmm.
And then you're all excited about it because you got maybe a mate of yours got a leather suit you could borrow that fits you in some areas, but mostly don't, right? We'll get
Yeah.
into all that later. And then you go and you're like, damn, it's $1,500 plus blah blah, and then I got gas and blah and all this other stuff. And it's
Hmm.
like,
Adds up quick.
bro, adds up quick. So this whole program you got going is absolutely amazing. I'm a huge fan of it, dude. We need more, honestly, of Lance Shields around and
We
and,
do.
and lean machines too.
If I could,
110%.
if I could get up to like north, like I'm confined to the southeast just because like if you go too much further outside of the southeast, then it's not feasible. But I would love to like be able to make it up to the north side, mid east, and all that to spread the love around. Because the honestly, a lot of my customers are like one-time customers, right? Like I have a couple of customers that keep coming back, and I'm grateful for them. But a lot of them, like they get the bug. You introduce them, you you introduce them to the sport, and they get the bug, and they keep coming back. And they get their own bike. They jump into it at first, but I think it's important to be able to have a way to get a little bit of that taste without dropping money on like a whole new bike and or prepping a bike, and all this stuff and all the gear and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, it's again, it's a lot that goes into. I want to jump at this comment. I was laughing at this comment right here. She story Z21 says, "Well, he's cute."
Well,
Well,
that's
thank you so much. I appreciate that, right?
I would hope so. Well, that's my wife, so
I know.
I hope
I
so.
know it is. I was just playing. I'm just joking, by the way, but thank you again, right? And then she says, "Go lean machines, let's go." Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
she's
it,
got a
man.
rule. She's got a rule. I'm not allowed to take off my shirt at the racetrack. So if I if I got a couple of friends at the racetrack about because after a day at like Road Atlanta in the July, it's hot. You take the shirt off, especially because you got the undersuit on. But if I take it off and one of somebody that knows my wife catches me walking around with it, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get a talking to when I get home.
Done, son. Yeah, right. Oh, I love it, man. So let me ask you to this, your wife included, right?
Mhm.
So, where'd the whole name Lean Machines come from? How did that? Where'd the name come from?
I kind of brainstormed it. I wanted something that stood out. I had a couple of others. The but we all, when I was looking into like a name, the everybody wants to lean on the motorcycle. The first thing everybody asks you is like, oh, how do I drag knee, right? Do I need to work on my body position to drag knee? Do I work, they're like, how do I get down? That's the first thing they want to do at the racetrack, right? So I was like, yeah, well, since that's what everybody's concerned anyway, we'll just call it, we'll use lean. I wanted to use lean. And then Lean Machines was like a catchy moniker. The Also, I had like uh I think I had like a Micro Machine toy like way back when I was a kid. I don't know if I'm dating myself, Micro Machines, but
You are.
yeah.
I remember those. Yeah, I remember the Micro Machines, bro. Let's go.
But I thought Micro Machines was cool, so I had to lean to it. Got Lean Machines, so yeah. So yeah. Plus, it's a double meaning because the lean machine, like the machine, the motorcycle itself can lean, but also like when you start getting proficient, you realize that the rider is the lean machine, right? The person on top of the motorcycle is the real lean machine. But yeah, so I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah, it stands out. So
I love
I
it,
went with
dude.
it.
Absolutely. I love it, man. And starting this new adventure, right? Having you've been with Lean Machines obviously for a while, but you grow and you learn things, right? So,
Hmm.
what's your biggest takeaway that you've learned since you've been doing this, as far as bike rentals go?
Things I've learned so much as far as bike rentals. The I think the biggest thing, because I went into it with a uh certain perspective or expectations of what the customers would want, but talking to more of my customers and figuring out just like what they wanted and what was preventing them from getting on the racetrack in the first place was pretty eye opening. So a lot of people, because when you're renting a bike, most people would think that what happens if I drop the motorcycle or if I put it down, right? But a lot of people that are renting for the first time aren't necessarily worried about themselves dropping the motorcycle. A lot of the people plan on being super careful. Their main concern is like, what if happens if somebody hits me, right? That's not something you can control. So when you tell them about the damage costs and stuff if you drop the motorcycle, they're like, well, they don't ask if I drop it, if I send it too hard. They mostly ask like, what happens if somebody runs up in the back of me, like, am I still liable for that? So that was one thing that I learned about. I learned how to do the maintenance on the motorcycles, though. It's another thing I learned. The All the Japanese bikes are have their little differences between them. The Kawasaki has, they all do stuff well, so they do certain stuff well and they do other stuff it's more annoying. So but yeah, so they, I'm not going to say one is better than the other, but they all have their little quirks that make some aspects of working on them better than others. Yeah, so that was probably the two of the biggest things I've learned. um yeah, I had to learn how to advertise because I wasn't very good at that. I'm not like a natural social media person, so I'm like doing my best to try and like have a presence out there, because that's another big thing that not a lot of rental companies have done, is like have like a solid social media presence and all that stuff. And then it's not enough just have one. You got to be cool, right? People want to be associated with a cool company, so got to try and think outside the box. But yeah,
Oh,
so
100%, man. Social media is a huge part of everyday life now, right?
yeah.
It's especially if you got a business or a brand or a podcast or whatever the case may be. It's
Hmm.
social media is imperative. If you
Yeah.
have one of those, you don't have social media, it's going to be hard to get customers and clients and all the things in between. So, your wife says, Lance's brain for the question for how'd you come up with the whole lean machines, right? And then Dawn, what's up, Dawn? She says,
Oh snap!
yeah,
Hi,
let's
Auntie.
go.
I didn't show.
Hi, Auntie.
I didn't think she would show up because she's not a big fan of motorcycles, but I appreciate the support.
That's for you, Auntie Dawn, right there. That's nothing but love. She says, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Um,
My-
and then your wife says, your daughter says, "Go, daddy, let's go."
Yeah, we're a big family. My I'm blessed to have a very supportive, loving family. Like, so I put out the call to arms. I threw out the link out there, and I knew someone would show up. So I'm grateful to everybody for showing up and seeing me talk about the my side gig and everything. So,
I love it, man. I love it. And this is to everybody in the chat right now that's tuning in.
mhm.
Nothing but love to each and every single one of you.
And this is
We got
recorded. So this is recorded. So I'm definitely gonna send it out to everybody when I
Oh
get
yeah,
done.
well, as soon as it's done, once it renders and all that, I'll send you the MP4 file. I'll send you all that good stuff, so
Awesome.
you can do whatever you want with it. And then Dawn, she says, "Too cute, family business." That's right, man. It's the grassroots of racing, right? It
Hmm.
starts from daddy and
Yeah.
trickles on down, right? And then we got Katura. I hope I said that right. Bailey, yeah, 34.98. Let's go. And then we got
Dier's, yeah, my
yeah,
buddy
Dier's.
Dier's.
Sorry, Dier's. I was getting ready to murder your name, but thank you, Lance, for saving me on that one.
I saw pop up and was like, hey, I'm gonna get that
Yeah,
one.
I got you, Simcoe. I got you. And then, of course, we got my man and the legend
Hey, there
himself,
we go.
K Dub.
There we
Let's go,
go.
you
Let's
big
go,
sexy
Hyper Naked.
man.
Yeah, shout out to my one of my sponsors, Hyper Naked. So I do the racing thing. Like, eventually, I would like to start like a full blown race team, but the I'm doing the club racing right now. So the Hyper Naked is sponsoring me this year. Shout out to them. They make a great suit. I can I can attest to it.
I love it, man. I love it. And what, Khalil? Am I not sexy anymore? What? No, I'm just joking. Darius says, "That's my boy." Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And then, of course, Lance Shield says, "Let me know if you need an expert." Yes, yes, I do. Absolutely, I do. Don says, "That is so true. Not a fan of the racing or cycles, but a fan of Lance and whatever he does. That's what family does is support everybody. Let's go." Oh my God. And then we got Wicked Red 865.
Hey,
Yo,
let's
yo,
go,
yo. That's my guy,
Jamie.
BFF and father of my niece, dude. Let's
Yeah, shout out
go.
Jamie. So she runs Wicked Photography. I think you interviewed her before. Yeah, Jamie. The yep. The she's that's my daughter's auntie right there. She comes and stays at the house, hangs out with us. The yeah. So we've gone all over. So yeah.
I love it, man. No, I have not had Wicked Photography on, but I would love to have you on sometimes. Just shoot me a message or get my number from Lance and we'll make it happen for sure. Get ready to have I'm gonna try a live interview with full throttle visuals
Okay.
at the Azure round Friday. We're gonna go up in there and I'm gonna
That's
bring my
that's
little
a
setup.
NCM, right? NCM.
No, this
Oh.
will be at the Azure round at VR.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I'm
Okay.
not going to NCM. NCM's this weekend. They're
Yeah.
not doing a live stream, so I'm
Okay.
not going. So um if I had the funds to go, I would. Shoot, if I had the funds, I'd go to every round, every
I know,
race,
right?
every single race, but I can't. So K Dub, Lance is the bomb. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It was an honor to finally. So I finally met Lance at Road Atlanta earlier this
Yeah,
year.
we were at Red Atlanta. The helping out with Marcus, Low Marcus, and his race team. Yeah, that was fun. The working for a team was a lot different than just hanging out and spectating. It was had responsibilities and stuff, but but it was fun. He did good. I think he was close. I think he was like one off like a top points finish or whatever. But yeah, so the hopefully he gets back out there. Lil Marcus, shout out the at I think he's going to the VIR round later this year. And so you might be able to see them again. I probably won't be there because that's the weekend after Coda. I'm hauling all going out for the to Coda with precision in like what May, April, August 8th, 9th. So yeah. I don't think I can do back to back Coda and then go up to VIR. So
I hear you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna miss the Ohio round for Azure because me and my dad and my son are going to Oshkosh for the air show.
okay, nice.
Yeah, my dad and my son's been going for past 3 years, just him and my
Hmm.
dad, and they've been begging me to go. And that was like right after I pretty much took over the podcast, and I was like, dude, I'm
Yeah.
going to all these races, like I'm trying to make this thing work, and blah blah blah. So I promised them last year I'd go this year. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm a big family man too. You know, family is the most important thing in the
Yeah, it's
world.
important.
Everybody knows, dude. Everybody loves Ross. Everybody sees my son
Hmm.
all the time, and you know, I
Yeah.
tell people that's the main reason why I do this. I do it, yes, first and foremost is to grow the sport, right, and get everybody on, not just the household names, right. And but at the end of the day, it's for my son. If I was to drop dead right now during this
Yeah.
chat with my buddy Lance, dude, he's always got Spotify, All Heart, YouTube forever. He can go back and see me smile, listen to my voice, which I just ran out of there for a second. And
Gotta leave a legacy. Yeah, gotta leave a legacy. So.
yeah, man. So, dude, families, you know, I quite often everybody, you know, that listens to me on the regular, the important puzzle pieces that come in, you know, specifically for a racer, but they're same puzzle pieces in life, right? Me
Hmm.
growing up, my mom always says it takes a village to raise a child, and I'd look at my mom. I grew up in the Navy. My dad was a fighter pilot, so he was gone 8 9 months, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What are you talking about? You're here and you're raising me. You're just." But now that I'm a parent, I understand that, right? It does take a
Yeah.
village to raise a child. Lance can contest to that. Every parent out there can contest to that, right?
Hmm.
Same thing in the race world, right? It takes everybody to help a racer grow and
Oh
get to
yeah.
where he needs to be or her. So it's definitely important, man. So you said Marcus Williams Jr. The
Yes, sir.
second he is coming on the podcast this Saturday. I
Yeah.
actually got his dad coming on the podcast this
Oh, it's there
Saturday.
on Saturday. Nice.
Yep,
I'll be.
2
I'm
p.
2 p.m. I'll be.
Yep.
I'll be in the middle of, or hopefully I'll be. Winning a C Superstock race in where we'll see about. We'll see how that goes. But I'll catch the recording.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So yeah, that's one thing I definitely want to get back into to lean machines. But since we touched on Road Atlanta and we met and it was your first time there, actually
Hmm.
helping out a team, it's completely different than showing up just being
Hmm.
a fan or trying to get bike rental business and all this other
Yeah.
stuff. So tell me your experience, man, of showing up and actually helping Marcus out.
So the first time, it was the first time I had to go get the credentials from the credential
Will call.
will call. Yeah, yeah. So that was fun little John over there. And then I don't remember this like 2 years ago I went, and you could just like, they didn't really restrict like the vehicles you get down into the paddock. You could just pretty much take anything, scooter, like Grom, whatever. But now they were checking like the pit passes. You had to have the pass attached to the Grom or scooter or whatever to be able to get down to the paddock. So that was new. The and then yeah, tire had to do tire duty, making sure the tires are all good. I ride Pirellis when I'm club racing, but it's all Dunlop in Moto America. The all love though. I like Dunlop. The but the oh, and we had to do this, the changes between the sessions, so you don't get that many practice sessions. So I think Marcus came in and he was he was worried about the back straight, the his speed on the back straight. So we changed it. We did the sprocket change. We did the sprocket change like on the spot. I never done like a sprocket change in like with the 20 minutes you have between sessions and stuff like that. So we had to bang that out, and then he's got back on it. And I don't know if the change actually helped him. I don't think he like it. We made a change, but it didn't work out. So that was another learning experience. You know, you make changes and just hope it sticks, but sometimes it doesn't work. You go back to the old thing. So we changed the sprocket back, and then and then running out to you had to run the generator and out everything out to the pit lane, right? So you're hopping over the wall and making sure everything's okay. Yeah, the shout out to Moto Butler. They provided an umbrella girl. Yeah, Colin and his dad, and I
Colin was the umbrella girl.
no, he don't got thighs like that. He don't got thighs. He don't got thighs like that. And,
Big shout
I,
out to Colin.
yeah, I forgot the young lady that was the her name that was the umbrella girl, but big shout outs to her for coming out and putting up with the Road Atlanta heat, holding that umbrella out there. But yeah, that was a good time. The yeah, and the Saturday race got cut short. I think there was like a major red flag. I think they only got like 4 laps in, so that was kind of disappointing. The he did good, but the it just got cut short. And then Sunday was the I think they ran the full race. The and he finished that one I think just outside the points. But yeah, but it was fun both days. And now that we have the experience, if we come back and do it again, we'll be ready. We'll make sure to do that improvement. So
Yeah, it's definitely different when you show up to Moto America. Like you said, right? You got like got a cart. I got the generator,
Mhm.
got the extension cord, I got the tire warmers, I got the toolbox I already rolled down there, right? The
Yeah.
awnings up, like I got the
Mhm.
mat out, I got the front stand, I got the rear stand. I gotta run, I gotta
Yep.
go now, right? You go over there and you're doing all this shit over the wall and
Mhm.
hooking everything up. The rider comes around, front stand, rear stand, tire warmers, blah blah. Make sure the generator's on, make sure it's got gas in it, dude.
Mhm.
I've been down this road, right?
Yeah,
So
and the red flag,
it's
honestly, the red flags are the biggest gotcha. Like you got to be ready to bring it all back
yep,
out on a moment's notice. So
yep.
yeah, but the I'm not a big fan of the Twins Cup being last though. The because I think like the race got and the Saturday got cut short because of the red flag and they're running out of time, but also because there's a lot of like younger kids on the grid in Twins Cup, and I don't think like having them hanging around all day like get that adrenaline going and like the sitting all day is like the most beneficial to them. I would prefer to have it earlier. I'm sure they do what they do because they've got it. You know, they've got statistics or whatever for what have for when the best time to run it is. But I would prefer Twins Cup to run earlier personally. You know, and then kind of save the cream of the crop, the big guns for last. You know, you gotta save the best for last. So I get those super bikes out there at like 3 or 4 o'clock and let them roar. So but the I'm sure they take priority. I'm sure they get their preferential race time because they're the people that everybody's coming out to see. So
Yeah, I'm not sure how they. To me, I think that when it comes to the schedule, it's where they, they got statistics like you said,
yeah.
especially on views and the best times
Hmm.
of the days for views, and that's when they put on the best show, the Superbike
Yeah.
show, right? So and the baggers too as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, 110%, man. But being at Moto America, it does add a little bit of extra pressure, even if you're helping out in the pit,
I know.
right? Because you're on a time schedule and you got to remember, dude, if I'm in charge of the tires, I got to take them.
Yeah.
I got to tell them what compound we're going to run or whatever it is, right? And then I got to pay, right? And
Yep.
then I get the tires back and I get stickers, right? And I'm like, what the hell do I
Hmm.
do with the stickers? What stickers do I use? And blah 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 blah. And it's all these things, right?
Yeah.
And
And I had to listen to the radio call, so I made sure you don't want to miss a radio call. I was like, I had to turn up loud. I was like, I hope they repeat what they said. Yeah, you got to be ready on the radio calls. So,
And you're right. You're always busy, right? Until it's over. Once it's
hmm,
over, once the bike prep's done for the next day, it could be 11
yeah,
o'clock that night, right? You don't know. Then it's time to relax if you have time. If not, it's time to go to bed, wake up, and yeah, do it all over
do it
again.
again.
But it's a beautiful process. It's a beautiful circus, and man, dude, when they're busy, man, it goes by like this.
I know.
110% it does, man. So, do you plan on helping Marcus and them out in the future this
Yeah,
year? Or
yeah, I love to help him out in the future. I wanted to do it at VIR. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it because that back to back with Coda
yeah,
is a little killer. But and I don't think they're gonna run any more rounds. Like I think they kind of stick to the Southeast rounds. But next year, yeah, I'd love to do it again next year. Hopefully, if Lean Machines does well, I can put like a little sticker, slap a sticker, give him some support and slap a sticker on his helmet, something like that. So yeah, that's one I do want to help out a lot of the younger up and coming racers. That's a dream of mine if I can get this thing humming and moving more smoothly. I would love to sponsor more young riders and stuff like that. So I've had a conversations with a few. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's a big thing. If you're a young rider and you need some support, I'll do what I can. So just come talk to me. So
dude, look, I feel the same, dude. I wish I play the lotto quite often, and dude, if I ever hit big, dude, I want to spread the love out for
mhm.
all the kids and the parents that are caught up. 'Cause- Dude, seriously, because these are the future legends of our sport, dude. If we didn't
Yeah.
have that in the club racers,
Hmm.
what do we got?
Look, you'll know if I win the lottery because like that, the whole bag will
Oh,
be
you'll see signs for sure. Yeah, right.
coming.
There'll be signs. Trust me, everywhere.
There'll
You'd
be
be like, well, yeah, there'll
Why
be
is
signs
everybody
for sure.
sponsored by Lean Machines on these brand new
Right,
bikes?
and pin the gas. What's going on here? Right? Yeah, yeah. And then our phones will never stop ringing.
I know.
Right. So 110%. I do a lot of stuff, behind the scenes for as many people as I can help out. Financially, I really can't help a lot of people out, but I do what I can as far as like helmets and leathers and
Yeah,
all these things in between. But it's good to give back, man. It really is, and then that's why I do this podcast to get those
yeah,
people on and their parents on and have
hmm,
them tell their stories, and maybe some sponsorship friendships might come out of it, or
yeah.
you never know, right? So
I mean, I just feel like yeah, our sport has such room for growth. I think the biggest things is like getting more people in, and also dispelling a lot of the misconceptions that people have around starting motorcycle racing. You know, like, oh, you're just gonna crash, you're gonna like fall off and get hurt and all this stuff. Like it can be reasonably safe as long as you treat it the right way. But yeah, so kind of combat all those narratives and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm hoping we can get it growing. I think it's been doing pretty good actually. Surprisingly, this year I think there's been like a lot of growth in like the club racing scene, so that's exciting to see.
Love it, man. I love it, dude. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing to see, right? I see more and more people every time I show up to club races. I see more
Hmm.
people, which is a good sign, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the sport's not cheap, right? And everybody knows the
Mhm.
risk factors, man. Forget all that. Just go out there and have fun and
Have
live,
fun,
right?
exactly.
That's what
I
it's
tell you,
about, man.
I've had last place finishes that had me feeling like I was on top of the world. So yeah, so just
It's
got to get out
part
there
of the
and do it.
game. No, yeah. So, what would be your biggest piece of advice for somebody looking into getting into track days for the first time and somebody looking into renting a bike for the first time?
Getting in track days for the first time, you just don't try to do too much as far as like you don't need the fanciest bike or the fastest bike. Just honestly, I would say find some way to like borrow or get like a cheap little beater, like 400. I like the 400 platform is amazing, and just go out there, find something close, and just go out and learn. Right, well, everyone wants to send it in the second half of the day. Spend the first half of the day learning because it doesn't matter how long you've been riding. Like you don't know what you don't know. Like there's so much that you wouldn't have even like fathomed that you could learn, like to go fast on a motorcycle. So that would be the first thing. First time renting a bike, well, come to me first of all. Come to me, and then I'm open to chat. Like I've had people message me, like email, Instagram, be like, hey, the like how does this experience work? What kind of bike do you recommend? So if you have any questions, people have questions like anything about like renting a bike for the first time, I'm an open book. You can reach me through Facebook, Instagram, email. Like I'll give you my phone number if you need to. But I find, yeah, the people that come and like chat about it, like that take the initiative to come and chat about it, I feel like they usually have like the better days because I feel like a lot of people are like overthinking or over planning. They're like, I need like, do I need warmers? Do I need a tent? Do I need like, I gotta tape up everything. I gotta change everything. I'll change all the coolant. I gotta, do I need slicks and all this stuff? It's just like, if you can, especially if you're like an organized person, like more of a like planning proficient person, you can like get spiral out of control with all the planning and things that you think you might need. So if you just talk to somebody that's done it before and be like, hey, just bring you, right, rent a bike or something like that, and bring like a chair so you're not like in the sun and like a umbrella so you're not in the sun all day, or hang out with the the pit space next to you, because that's the other thing is like I've never been to a track day and the new people weren't like invited to be under somebody's tent, RV trailer. Like, well, the people will take care of you in the track community. That's what I find. So half the time you don't have to worry about that stuff. So
110%. And to me, just to add on everything you said is leave your ego outside the
get
door.
to, yeah. Yeah.
Don't show with that ego, right? And you're right,
Mhm.
dude. I find too many people want to have the biggest, baddest bike with the $10,000 exhaust. Like,
Yeah.
dude, buy 400, spend that money on proper coaching,
Yeah.
right? And
If you got it
learn,
like that, yeah. If you got money like that, just buy the 400 and buy
you know,
some Moto America coach and let him, because he'll teach you more in that day than that $10,000 Ducati will, whatever bike it is. Yeah. So I agree with that.
110%, man. Yeah, 110%. So, I love your business, Lean Machines, dude. Listen, I say this all the time to all my friends, dude. Whatever visions and goals, not only do you have in life with your family, but also with Lean Machines and in racing, bro, I hope you achieve them 10 times over. I
Thank
really
you.
do. I'm in your corner. You sent me the thing. I plan on talking about, well, obviously we're talking about Lean Machines, but doing the whole proper shout out. But since I can't upload it to my phone, I'll do it the next episode for sure,
Yeah.
because that's part of me giving back to people without money, because I don't have a whole lot. Is, dude, I have a platform. If I can do an announcement every podcast, dude, that's
Yeah.
boom, there it is, right? Like that's
Hmm.
my hope pretty much to everybody. So I love to give back, man. That's how you help people grow and friendships. And you're right. If people, when you show up to your first track day, or you show up and you rent a bike from Lean's Machines, which I highly recommended, you're going to meet the most beautiful people, and don't be afraid to ask questions. 110%.
Hmm.
Everybody's
Yeah.
there to help you out. So tell it, tell me the process, Lance. Let's say I'm in the business. I want to rent a 400. How does this work?
Yeah, so the you heard about motorcycles or track days. You have a bike or you don't have a bike, either one, and you're like, yeah, I want to go to the track. First thing to do is like find it. Well, you can reach out to Lean Machines because a lot of people don't have any clue about like how to even start to get into the track days. So you can come to us, and I'll tell you, you gotta whichever track is closest to you, find a track that's close to you, like whether it's like Road Atlanta, Barber, or whatever, NCM,
Roebling.
something, yeah,
Yeah.
anything, whatever track is closest to you, because you want to start with the track that's close to you. I went 7 hours for my first track day to Nancy Bike. I would rather, it's easier if you can just go 20 minutes from your house to like Road Atlanta. So so find the track that's closest to you. I recommend that, and then I'll tell you that you have to find an org that that goes there. So whether that be into Evolve, Precision, STT, like any whatever org services the track that you want to go to, as close as you, then find that out. And then after you register with them, you'd come to me, and I have a stable of bikes. I got 400s, I got two 400s, I got a R7, I got a CBR 600. I know they, at the end of the day, customers are customers, so I'm not gonna like force them onto the 400, but I'm gonna let them know, if it's your first time, the 400, is probably more your speed. R7, if you're really feeling yourself, I wouldn't really go anything bigger than that. I like the R7 platform is fantastic, by the way. I love that. And then after that, we just the you rent the bike for 2 days, and I'll show up at your track. I'll bring my big old tent. Either I like to get garages, like tracks that offer them. So like Roebling and NCM, love the garages there. So you just show up, and I'll be in a garage chilling out with your bike. And then if not, I'll have my big old tent. It says Lean Machines. I got chairs, I got a table. You show up, gear up, and I got you with gas. I got you with tires. You don't have to, if you run those things bald, we'll just throw another set on there. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, you just have a good day. You just focus on learning as much as you possibly can, have as much fun as you possibly can, and then when you're done, you go home, and we'll talk about doing it again at a different time if you want to. I mean, some people want to get their own bike after that. Other people have found that it's just easier to just keep renting from me. I have a friend in New York, a buddy in New York, who's a customer of mine. He's like, in the winter in New York, there's nothing to do, so he just flies down to Jennings. We fly down to Jennings at December, January, and he just rents out the 400 of the R7, has a good time, fantastic time. He's getting pretty fast too. He's always questioning. Shout out to Bob. I don't know if he's watching, but he's always questioning. Yeah, do I need to? Am I doing a good enough job? I'm like, Bob, you're quick, right? Just have some more confidence in yourself. Just send that thing. So yeah,
I
it's
love
also
it,
fun to watch.
man.
It's also fun to watch the repeat customers. It's fun to watch them get faster and like accomplish their goals and stuff like that. So
That's awesome. So, as somebody rents a bike from you, show up and you help them out, obviously with the rear stand, front stand, the
oh
whole
yeah,
nine.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
help them coach or give them pointers and
Yeah, I don't put slicks on it. It's all DOTs, but I
you know,
run the Pirellis because that's my
so
favorite tire. But yeah, you don't have to worry if you run them bald. They'll slap another set on there. I tell people whenever you feel uncomfortable, then I'm not even questioning it. Just throw another set on there and send you back out. Yeah, if we need to change the tires, I bring the front stand, I bring the rear stand. Right, I have warmers. You don't need them, but some people are just they just prefer the confidence of being on warmers, so we can throw them on there too. They got gas taken care of. I got your pressures. You don't have to worry about tire pressures. I know all that stuff. I set it and forget it. The chain slack. We can adjust the suspension. Like I don't usually get people that are too like outside the normal range. But if you feel like something's not right, I'll just take it over to my boy Rafi at Turn 10. Usually he's in an event. Shout out Turn 10 Motorsports, and he'll set the suspension right up for you. So yeah. So all you really need to do is bring your gear and like and your willingness to learn, and everything else we'll take care of. So
love it.
sometimes I get a chance to go out there and ride with them, which is always fun too. So it just depends on how the weekend goes. Sometimes the busier weekends I don't get a chance to go out myself, but if it's only like one person that's out there with me, I'll go out there too. And then so a lot of the times we're not even in the same group, but sometimes I can. So some of the organizations I don't ride with as often, like I'm still intermediate, so I can sneak into intermediate and then ride with some of the renters and stuff like that. So that's so that's how it's been working out.
I love it, dude. So, how many? What's the most customers you had at one event at one time?
I think I've had like four at an event, and that was that was a ride. Now, yeah, so the four different bikes to try and finagle at one time. Everybody needs gas. Everybody needs. I didn't even try to ride that, but everybody needs gas. Everybody needs warmers. Everybody's having a good time. Got to deal because they bring no cameras. Everybody's got camera mounts they want to run. People are asking about lap timers and stuff like that. I have a lap timer I let people borrow. It's like a little race box, so I'll slap that on there. I just try to be as accommodating as possible. I show them their times on the race box and from where they started out in the day. I'll give them a few pointers, and they come back in excited. They can see how much time they dropped. You can see it on the race box and the real time map and everything. So yeah, the everything that I have at my disposal is the renters have at their disposal. Whether it's I have like a solo, a race box, so like and anything as long as I'm not using it at that time. Yeah, so the yeah, that was fun. It was a lot of gas.
Love it.
It was a lot of gas to go through too.
I guarantee it, right? I guarantee. Well, that's also extra prep on the back end of you too, as well, right? So, what's your average like customers? One, two, three?
Yeah, usually I get like two on average. Because if I show up at a weekend, with one customer, usually what happens. So here's how it usually goes. I'll have a customer for the weekend, and I'll bring like three bikes, and I'll show up to the event. And usually what happens, not that I want this to happen, but somebody ends up sending it a little too hard. Their bike ends up on the ground, and then they don't want they're there for the weekend. If you go down midway through this day on Saturday, you don't want to just go home like 8 hours to where you came from. So that's when I got bikes available, but hey, $250, $300, and you can have the rest of your weekend. So usually it ends up being around two or three customers a weekend. Three is pretty good. Four was like the max I've had. That was fun. It was fun, but it was hectic. So, but yeah, it was good. So
I guarantee it, man. I guarantee it. And again, to see the people progress and they come back and see the smiles and feel the energy is just
yeah.
absolutely amazing. 110%, dude. It
hmm
is. So, what's the future of lean machines, bro? What's your future goals and
So
accomplishments you want to see?
yeah, so I've always been big into growing organically. I'm never trying to grow like faster than I can like manage or handle. So the next step is I'm going to get a enclosed trailer so I can have all the bikes in the trailer and get them out the garage. And then when I get to the track, I can like I can have them out and have a place to stay in because right now I just kind of if I stay at the track, I kind of I just tent camp. I do the tent camping thing, but like the enclosed trailer, I can be a little more comfortable, have a little like private space. But yeah, the enclosed trailer is next, and then after that, so we just became a Tough Jug dealer. So everybody's got the VP cans, but Lean Machines is now a official Tough Jug dealer. So I'm gonna start putting those on the website, and you'll see me carrying them at the events. If you need a Tough Jug, which are awesome, especially if you're endurance racing, you can hit me up. I got the dealer pricing, so I can hook you up. So anybody needs a Tough Jug, come see Lean Machines. We should have them on the site soon. And then after that, the enclosed trailer, Tough Jugs. Do a little bit more merch. Everybody likes these shirts. Some get some shirts and hats. But after that is I want to start doing the sponsoring more riders. I would love to after that. I would love to start being able to throw out more rider sponsorships to come and ride race with us with Wera. If you're into Moto America, I do what I can. Be pit crew and stuff like that. So those are the immediate goals. Taking the baby steps. We'll get that far and see where we go next. So I'm always evaluating what to do next. I got a couple
Love
more
it.
ideas, but we'll see how feasible they are. But those are the immediate first steps: enclosed trailer, Tough Jug, and then rider sponsorships. So that's where we're going.
Love it, man. And it's gonna happen. It already is, right?
Oh yeah,
It already is, right? You gotta crawl before you can walk, or gotta walk before you can run. So
exactly.
so during the weekend, let's say I show up and I rent a bike from you and I'm on the 400 and I'm like, dude, I want to try out the R7. Is there any extra fees I gotta pay to jump on the R7? How does
Yeah.
that work?
So if I brought the bike, because depending on how many people rented for that weekend, I might not bring the bike in question. The usually if people rent the 400s, I bring two 400s just so if something goes wrong, I can repair or just send them out on the other one. And I'll bring a third bike, which may be the R7, it might be the CBR 600. But if you get on one bike and you just aren't feeling it or want to jump to a different one, you just pay the difference. So the 400 start at 250 per day, and the R7 is 350 per day. So if you just you pay the difference, we pay the difference, and then you send it back out on your way. So
I love it, man. I
yeah.
love it. And what's is people got to put a deposit down?
No deposit. No, that's our calling card. We don't have no deposit. Yeah, yeah, like the price you pay. See on the website is the price you pay. The cosmetic damage, like cosmetic damage is covered in your rental. So that covers like clip-ons, paint scratches, all that stuff. We try to make it like hassle free. So if you have a little tip over in the parking lot, you're like, oh my god, how much do I owe you? Right? Anything after that. So basically anything mechanical. I've had like master cylinders that people have thrashed. Hopefully no engine or frame damage, but like the that would be the only thing that I charge you for up to a certain amount. Because after a certain amount, it's well, I'll just part the bike out and get something else. Hasn't
Yeah.
happened yet, fortunately. But the I think usually the worst thing I see happen usually is I've had a couple people toast the master cylinders. They manage to flip it, and then they get charged like $125 for a new master cylinder, and we keep rolling. So yeah,
Love it, dude. It's freaking awesome, bro. I
yeah,
love what you're doing, dude. It's a great idea. And those listen, man, $200, $350 due for a bike rental, bro.
hey,
That's less than that's less than half of the deposit that everybody else
exactly.
wants. It's like no brainer, right?
Come
Yeah,
run it. Exactly. I got you. We got to just got to get
bro,
the word out there. The
bro.
this year actually I had a couple people inquire about renting during race weekends. So a couple people had like bikes blow up during race weekends. They're like, hey, can I take your bike down to like the wear around? So I'm contemplating that next. Well, obviously racing carries like a little bit of a higher risk than like a track day. So I'm trying to figure out how to balance that risk reward, but it's something that I'm looking into next. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah,
Are you
I
thinking
know.
about? Go ahead.
Oh, I'll say I know how racers get. So some of those
We
guys
all
scare
do,
me.
right? You're like, yeah, this is gonna be a big deal right here. Dude, that's hilarious. Man, I brain fart what I was getting ready to say. Oh well, it'll come back to me. Uh, dude. Oh, here it is. Are you planning on like maybe incorporating if somebody wants to like buy a race bike and they don't want to keep it at their house, that they could store it with you and you take care of it and maintain it and then
I've
bring it
thought
to the
about that.
track and they show up?
So I've thought about that. That might be something I do later. But honestly, if that, I just if anybody inquires about that, because I've had customers inquire about that, I point them over to Moto Butler. Them was my people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
He's
pointed them.
also an umbrella girl, people. If you need an umbrella girl,
Yeah,
I'm just throwing jabs, calling you. I love you.
good. Yeah, I've pointed people towards Moto Butler for people that want to keep their bike service long term and everything. I don't have that much experience with it. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna compete with people that already know how to do it like and do it well. So yeah. But if the man picks up, maybe one day he might move into that space. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. Yeah, Colin and his dad do a pretty good job with that. So let them keep doing what they do. So
Absolutely. And if you guys missed that episode, I just had Colin on 2 weeks ago. You guys should go and check it out for sure. I want to get to a couple of these comments that's been flooding in right now. So we got Devin, big fan of
hey,
Lance. See you
let's
soon, my friend. Let's
go.
go,
I want to race.
Devin.
Yeah, Devin was on our endurance team back in January. So he showed up in December and was like fast. He was a fast kid on his little Triumph. Yeah. And I saw him just clicking off the laps and his time kept coming down. So we invited him to do the Separano Classic. So and he did a fantastic job. We lost like an hour and a half to like a red flag, but Devin was doing a fantastic job. I want to get out there with him again on the ZX6. So before I took my 400 out to Jennings. I was practicing over the winter, and then and Devin was on the Triumph. So so obviously he was smoking me. He was pretty quick. I couldn't get down to him, but I can keep up with him and follow him on the ZX6. So I'm excited to get back out there with him. So yes, sir. If you guys come back to Florida in the soon, I'll be down there. So I'm looking forward to it. Yes,
I
sir.
love it,
So
dude. I love it. I wonder if have we ever met Devin?
I don't think
I'm not
so,
sure.
but
Yeah.
but I mean, his dad, his whole family is cool. So maybe I'll recommend him for the podcast. Yeah, I think they hail from Canada. I think they moved to Florida. They might be in Canada right now again. I haven't followed them too closely, but yeah, they got the whole family affair going. The whole family travels down and hangs out and supports Devin in his racing, and he's been killing it. So hey Devin, if Lean Machines goes well in the next couple of years, hey, you're there at the top of the list for a sponsorship, my guy. Yeah, I like Devin a lot. So
Let's go, man. Yeah, it would be an honor to have you on the podcast, Devin. Just hit me up on Messenger or just text Lance. He'll give you my personal number and just call me. Shoot me a text first. Don't call because it'll go straight to voicemail. Text me. I got to sit up, dude. I get so many spam calls. It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Last month I got over 700. I was like,
Ooh.
so yeah, it's insane. Anyway, we got Monique. What is up? She says, "Go
Hey.
Lance and Lean Machines. Finger red
Yeah.
number one."
I've known Monique since college, so yeah, she's awesome, and she's always showed out to support. So appreciate you guys. I'm trying
Love
to
it.
get her. I'm trying to get her husband too. Her husband's next to my list of people to come out to a track day with me.
Monique, let's make it happen. Let's make this happen. 100%. You will thank us later. Trust me. You will thank us later. And then we got Lenore
There we
Shields. He's
go. Let's go.
channeling his granddad love for
Yeah.
motorcycles.
The yeah, so this is like a family thing, another family thing. My mom, shout out to my mom. She was instrumental in helping me put together Lean Machines. Couldn't have done without her. She helped me with access to all the bikes because she owns a used car dealership. So she has like all the auction and access to all the auctions and stuff like that. So she helped me get one of my first two bikes. Mom is yeah, instant like irreplaceable. So yeah, the and my grandfather. It's funny because this is another part of the story. My grandfather was huge into motorcycles. I was talking about how I never thought I'd be into it, and unfortunately, he passed before I found motorcycles myself. So he passed and left me his Harley Road King, and I was like, well, that was another reason that I decided to jump in and get my endorsement when my wife was talking about getting a motorcycle or getting her license because I was like, oh, you know, I could if I get my endorsement, then I could ride Granddad's, you know, Road King instead of having it sit in the garage. So yeah, the man, I wish I would have gotten a chance to. I wish I would have found it before he passed. That would have been awesome to ride with him. But we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep the passion going. So that's how it goes.
He is riding with you, my friend.
He's riding with me.
100%.
Look, I
This
know
man,
he's
he
riding with me.
ride.
I've had a couple incidents, and I was like, "Hey, Granddad, that you looking out? You looking out
He
now?"
riding for you for sure. Yeah, yeah. Let's go. I love it, dude. We got Ashley. Whoop whoop. My brother-in-law is famous. Let's
Hey,
go.
let's go. That's my brother's wife. My brother is another person I've been trying to get into motorcycles. But we'll take it easy right now. I'm not gonna force him into it too fast. But he's been out to a couple events with me, and so it was really cool. So shout outs to Ashley, and they have a new baby Jay. So Jay we call him Jay Bear. So yeah, I got another nephew to target. He'll be hanging out with uncle, taking bikes all over the place in a couple years. The guy 15-year countdown.
I love it. I love it. Ashley, congratulations on the new baby. It's absolutely amazing. It's nothing like being a parent, right? To me, it changed my whole world. Absolutely changed my whole world. 110%. Congratulations. Enjoy the ride, my friend, for sure. Because it's one hell of a ride. We got Blade. What is up, Blade? Let's go, Lean
Hey, let's
Machines.
go. That's my number two. That's like my second in command. The Brian, I've known him since college. The if it's not me taking bikes to you, it's usually him if he's willing and able to go. The yeah, he supported me since we started it, and he's also him and his wife are also expecting. So after they get done with that, it's time for him to come back and get to the top of the group, A group. You know, he started out with me. We started at the same time, and we got the intermediate together. And then he had to drop out because you know, job stuff and baby stuff and life stuff. But hey, now that once you get that settled, bro, we going to the top. We going back to the top. So yeah.
That's it. Love it, man. I love it. And of course, we got Paul McKee. Dude, what is up, Paul?
Yes,
Love the
sir.
video you sent me, man. It says, Wear Racer in the house.
Is
That's
he
it.
going to
Yes,
Barber
sir.
this weekend? I'll see you Barber this weekend if you're gonna be there.
Oh, are you going to Barber this
I'll be at
weekend,
Barber.
Paul?
Yeah, I'm going to Barber, so I'll be there.
I love it. And then we got Melanin. Says, I so proud of you, brother.
Hey, appreciate
Let's go.
you.
I love it, man. Dude, you got a lot of comments coming in here. We got Irene, grandma is
Hey, grandma.
so.
My I'm not to toot my own horn or not to put anybody throw shade at anybody else's grandma. My grandmother is the coolest grandmother on the face of the planet. So I'm just putting that out there. It's just a fact.
This is for you, grandma. Love it, man. I love you. Look, Ashley says, now I need you to Uber for people who motorcycle rides. This is for you, little big bro. Oh my god, I love it, dude. I love it. Then we got Irene again. Grandma sending much love for LJ for his need for speed. He is definitely a jock.
Hey, grandma knows.
Uh,
Yeah, I've been fast ever since I was a kid. Whether it's like I did track and field, so I was fast then, and then now we just gone to cars and like the whole my family is in the cars, big in the cars. My mom was the car dealership. Now we just branched out into motorcycles, so fast family. We just all fast, so we'll get it.
Love it, dude. That's right. Everybody's fast, dude. Devin says Lance already helped me to race the Soprano Endurance Classic with him last January at Jennings. Thanks for everything again. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a fantastic weekend. I had a great time, and then if we do, hopefully he's around Florida in January. I'd love to do it again. We're a little bit more prepared. We could be a little more competitive next year. So that was we were cutting our teeth on this last endurance. So we we didn't know. We're like, where's the air gauge? Where's the tires? Like we're supposed to change this thing on the changeover. Yeah, it was chaos. It's great chaos. So
It is. It's beautiful chaos for sure,
beautiful
right?
chaos.
Yeah, it's almost like when you're in the middle of everything kind of slows down.
Hmm.
It's kind of crazy.
Big shout out to endurance racing, by the way. If anybody
Yes.
wants to, anybody that's endurance racing, that's a great way to dip your toes into the racing scene without feeling like a bunch of pressure on yourself. Just get like five buddies and just go send a bike around for like 3 hours. So
Yeah. Mr. Lasses says, speaking of Cindy, do you remember our first day when you almost died turn one, dude?
okay, he
So
just wants me to tell this story. Okay, so Matt just wants me to tell this story. So the our first day at NC Bike, the we like the first session of the first turn of our first session. Have you ever been to NC Bike?
no, never
Okay,
have.
so NC Bike has got this long straight. Like from the straight, you merge into the track and like you just go into turn one, right? The first session, first turn of the day, the somebody they release you in waves. So they released the fast guys first, and they've been all the way around. Like it's we got released like towards the back near the last. So we were going into turn one, right? And I'm about to tip in for my first turn ever, right? And like you can hear it was some kid on a 300 because he was in the ATP class with N2. I don't know who you were, but, but if you remember this, like reach out to me because I don't know. It was my first track day, but you could hear like the tire squealing. Like he was coming in hot. I was always. I was like, that sounds pretty bad. So I delayed my tip in like a little bit because I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like that doesn't sound good. And like right as I did, this dude came like screaming by, like out of control on a 300 and like missed the braking zone off into the grass. And I was like, huh, is is, is that's how we're gonna introduce the track life? Is that how it goes every turn here? But
Right?
so yeah,
Uh,
almost got like T-boned in the turn one at NC Bike. It was yeah, but we didn't, and we're here. So there we go.
love it, man. I love it. Jeremy Barker, man, what is up, bro? He says, have yet to met Lance. Seems like a great guy, dude. He's absolutely
I'm
amazing,
sure I'll meet him
bro.
soon enough.
Yep.
I think Jeremy shows up at the races too and stuff, right? I think he's a
Yeah, he
warrior racer.
does.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So, but, I mean, I'm sure I might have seen his face. I'm better with faces than names, so I'm pretty sure I've seen him around. But we'll meet up, especially if you're the
Yeah.
barber this weekend. So,
I don't think he's going to barber. I think he does more of Azra than anything.
gotcha. Okay. Yeah, Azure
Um,
didn't come to Road Atlanta this year, so it's
yeah.
kind of everything else is kind of like out of the way. But I'll try to make an appearance, uh, toward maybe early next year or later towards this year. I like Azure. I did Road Atlanta with Azure last year. Azure is cool. They run a good show. So.
Yeah, I like Azure too, man. I like everybody there. It's a great organization, man. I love what they're doing with the whole live streaming thing. It's an honor to be able to
Mhm.
show up and do the announcing for them. So, man, I'm looking forward to Daytona in October. I'll tell you that. That's what I'm looking
I
forward
haven't
to
made it
for
out there
sure.
yet, so I might try to
Oh,
make it out there this time.
you got to, bro. You got to. I'll be there for sure.
Okay.
We got Jay Fenton Gardner says, good stuff. Let's
Let's
go, Lance.
go. Yes,
Let's
sir. We play
go.
soccer together, so that's my other jam. Yeah. His team won yesterday or on Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday. His team got the last word on Wednesday, but we get the chance to go out there tomorrow around lunchtime, and we'll see how it goes. So I I do a lunch soccer group on like Wednesdays and Fridays, so we go out there every week. Yes, sir.
Love it. Love soccer, man. But knows I'm a soccer fan
Oh
myself.
yeah, you saw Ecuador get one over Germany there earlier.
Man, dude, yeah, I love the World Cup, man. I think it's great. I get made fun of a lot. They're like, how can you stand to watch soccer? Like, you'll see him get a little kick and then fall on the ground like a little wussy. And I'm like, bro, get your ass out there on the field and
Yeah,
run that bad boy and play. Them,
exactly.
them dudes are physical. You think
Yeah.
it's, bro,
I,
it's
I was at the Haiti Morocco match yesterday when they fired in that golazo. Man, the stadium was rocking. It was a lot of fun.
rocking.
So,
I know we're planning on, we're going to do that. We're going to do a soccer game together. I promise you.
oh yeah, Atlanta
Yeah.
United, you got to come
Yep.
and
I
cheer for my
will.
home team. Yeah.
100%. No, 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 no. You cheering for
Oh, we're
Miami,
gonna.
dude. I'm
Oh,
cheering for
yeah.
Miami.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I'm into Miami. I'm cheering for Miami.
we
You
got
can
to we
cheer
got to
for
do a
Atlanta.
Atlanta United Inter Miami game. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. There we go.
Yeah, it'd be a lot. Yeah, we're doing it.
We'll
It's
play
definitely gonna happen.
Every time Messi scores, we got to take a shot.
You're gonna get me drunk, right? Is that the plan? I see the team now.
Hey, if y'all win, if you win, we'll be drunk. If Atlanta wins, then we good.
True. True. We'll see how this is gonna play out. Then. Oh, we got Dr. Biggs 01. Oh, snap. Lance doing it big. Yes, he
Hey,
is.
the college
Yes,
buddy
he
of
is.
mine. Yeah, you need to get out here on motorcycles too. Let's go.
Let's
Come on
go.
a
What,
bike.
what are you waiting on? Yeah,
What you
why are
waiting
you
on?
not, dude?
What you waiting on?
Rent a bike from Lance. What are you
I got
what are
him.
you waiting on, right? Jody Mitchell, what is up? She says, let's go lean machines.
Yeah.
Then we got Kristen
Oh
Farrell.
yeah. Shout out. Everybody's showing up in force today. I appreciate you
Let's
guys.
go. Yeah,
Support.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
get to everybody's comment, so I don't leave anybody out. We got Don. Don says, awesome planning. Always important to have a business plan to stay in business slow and steady.
Yes, ma'am.
Facts. 100%. Don also says, proud of you, very smart guy. Yes, he
Thank
is.
you.
And then we got Wolf. What is up, Wolf? Hey, Lance, Lean Machines.
Hey, yep. That's Denise, my girl. Yes, ma'am.
Let's go. See, Ashley says, thank you, and the boys love their uncle LJ. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, my dad's name is Lance. I'm a junior. Fun fact.
Okay, love it, dude. There's
Yeah.
something to know about you.
Hey,
You're
there
a
we go.
junior. Yeah, there
Yeah.
we go. Paul McKee says, yes, sir. See you at Barber, my man.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Perfect. Awesome. You can't miss me. I got the big old lean machine stand now. So
Oh my god, dude, this is awesome, dude. So, man, dude, this has been awesome, dude. We're an hour exactly in
I
this
know.
podcast, dude. It goes by so quick, so much fun, dude. Lance, we're definitely gonna sit back down. Let's do it. Let's do it at the end of when is the end of your season for rental bikes?
I mean, it doesn't really end, but it slows
Oh,
down
it's year
towards like
round.
yeah. I mean, because like when the winter hits, people just go into Florida, so
Yeah,
it
true.
doesn't really end.
Georgia.
But
So,
it slows down around September. So September starts slowing down. So
all right. Well, we'll definitely sit back down at the end of the year, see how Lean Machines has progressed and come along, and see how your racing's progressed and go along. So, what's the next event you're going to be at, my man?
so next event, man, our July is busy. So we'll be at Barber this weekend. That's for racing. So I'm not gonna rent any bikes there. But then we go to Road Atlanta on the 4th of July weekend into the Monday, Tuesday with Precision. So I got a rental there the 6th and 7th on the Monday and Tuesday. So, and then after that, we're going to NCM on July 11th and 12th with Fastline. I think those are the dates. So we got a rental up there, and then we get a week off, and then we go to back to SCMP. We got Reckless Racing running their first event down here. I think it's their first event, but they're a northern organization coming down to hang out with us at CMP. They got a little rivalry going, the North versus South boys with these mock races they go. So I gotta get right. I gotta go hit the gym so I can go show the northern guys what fast really is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Reckless Racing, we're doing the rentals for their event, and then Precision is there the next weekend at CMP2, so we'll be there again. And then actually also the I told you it was busy, but the same weekend Reckless Racing is at CMP, Precision is at Atlanta Motorsports Park, so we'll be doing double duty. Those are always fun weekends, so we might be doing double duty if people rent for AMP. So yeah, we got a whole busy July going. So if you want to come see us, July is the month to do it, because we'll be at a bunch of events throughout the Southeast. So
I love it, man. I love it. We got dude, Lars Jaspin. What is up, man? He says,
hey, that's my
yeah,
guy.
let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
He says, Jeremy Barker, Lance Shields is an awesome guy, man. Yes, yes, he is. Yes, he is, dude. Well, Lance, dude, listen, it's been an absolute honor to have you on, dude. I love what you're doing for, dude, our beautiful circus, dude. I wish, again, like I said at the beginning, we had more people like you out there giving those killer deals, getting everybody out there on the track with no hassle, no excuses, right?
Exactly. If you remove the excuses, everybody's gonna have a good time. So
One thing I will say again, like I said earlier, is when you do, just do me a favor, leave your ego outside. It's
hmm
you're there to have fun and learn, right?
hmm
If you bring your ego, you're not gonna learn anything. So just a little piece of advice. I want to get into some questions that I always have for my friends that come on, so we get to know
yeah.
you more personally, away from the racing and all that stuff. And you did tell us something about you already that you're a junior, but what else is it that we don't know about Lance?
Lance does a lot of things. The before motorcycle, I know, the Lance is a giant nerd. So like if I go to Dragon Con every year and do that. It's like Dragon Cons for the Trekkies and the Star Wars fans and the anime fans and like the horror fans. So if you're a fan of anything, you go to Dragon Con, have a good time, get drunk, and show out. So I do that every year. Before competitive motorcycles and club racing, I did competitive paintball. I was pretty good at that. Made up to Division 3 and then had a kid. Paintball with kids is kind of tough. Like there's practices involved multiple weekends and stuff like that. So the did competitive paintball. Before that, I did competitive video games in college. I back in the day, if anybody remembers like the old MLG circuit for like Halo, I did like
Mhm.
competitive Halo and stuff like that. So I was coaching some of the teams that made it to like top 32 at the tournaments and stuff. So I just like competition. Everything I do like 2 feet 2 feet in and try to be the best at it. So whether it's games, paintball, now motorcycles, yeah. So yeah, I'm in it to compete. So it's a lot of fun.
Love it.
Anything else about me? I mean, I got a bunch of stuff about me. So yeah, you might be more specific.
Well, just all around in general, but thank you, dude. That's awesome, man.
Yes,
I,
sir.
I, I never played paintball. Something I always wanted to do. I got a buddy
Hey,
that
if you want
he
to come
was
play
into it.
paintball, I haven't done it. I haven't been in there like competitively for like 2 years, but I get you right. If you run my team, we'll get it done.
Get it done. Dude,
We'll
I'll
get it
take you
done.
up on that, dude, because I'm a big dude. I got a lot of guns. I love to go shoot. So yeah, dude, it's right up my alley for
See,
sure.
yeah, so guns are cool, but like when I was like, but you can't like shoot people. They look
No.
down upon shooting people with guns, right?
Right, right. He's
I was
like,
like,
but you can't shoot people.
you can't
Yeah.
shoot people. How can I shoot people and not get in trouble? The answer was paintball. You go.
Facts.
It's like a real life Call of Duty or like Halo. Like it's five
Yeah,
aside. They're five versus you're five. They got a bunch of obstacles. You go out and just deathmatch. This is what paintball is. It's a lot of fun. Just yeah. So paintball is awesome. Just
I
requires a
love
lot
it,
of time.
dude.
The time commitment is even more than motorcycles. You can believe it or not. So
I can only imagine. I
yeah.
seen that Cypress Hill actually is big into paintball.
Okay.
Yeah, they do a lot of paintball. I was watching a video
Yeah.
on them, and they were in a pound. I was like, Cypress Hill be around and be playing paintball. Dude, you got the whole thing, the whole set of. I'm like, bro, this is awesome. I wanna do it. So I'll take you up on that offer too as well. So, dude, PlayStation or Xbox?
I built my own PC. If I had to choose, I'd choose PlayStation, but I'm a big PC guy. I've built my own PC and yeah, I do everything from there. So I'm a software
Yeah.
engineer. That's something else people might not
Okay.
know about me. So everything tech, I kind of just do it myself. Yeah. So, but if I had
Love
to
it.
choose a side, I would choose PlayStation.
All
So
right. Well, that's what I have. I was going to ask you. My next question is, what is your daytime job? But you just said that,
yeah,
right?
software
So,
engineer. Yeah. So
uh,
we do
go ahead.
AI asset tracking. So that's the overall title. So always training AI models and making sure that beacons and tags can locate stuff and all that stuff. So yeah, the
I like it, man. I
serious
like it. You
during the
got
day and then go play on the weekends. So
That's it, dude. Yeah, work hard, play hard, man. That's
work
life,
hard,
man.
play hard.
That's something that I've been thinking about doing instead of because I got a PS5. My son's got the new Xbox, whatever. But I was like, man, I think next I wanna build a PC. I got a buddy
hmm
that built one. And he's like, dude, I can't never go back.
Oh yeah. If you need help, let me know. Hit me up if you
I,
want
I,
to build
I
PC.
will,
That's right up
100%.
my alley. Yeah.
Yeah, when I have my dough stacked up and I'm ready to
Mm,
spend it all on this PC, I'm definitely gonna hit you up because I
yeah,
know it's
because
not
it's
cheap, right?
it's gotten expensive. The last couple of years has gotten like unreal expensive. It used to be super cheap to build a PC. Like you're talking about $1,500, you got like the cream of the crop. But now with all the AI people wanting the RAM and stuff like that, the RAM prices are like ridiculous. So, but yeah, it's still worth it. You just got to save up a little more than you did before. So
He's like $1,500 just for the RAM, homie.
I know, right?
Forget
Trust me.
about the graphics card, right? That's a
Trust
whole
me.
nother.
I know.
Yeah.
Trust me. I know about RAM.
Uh, That's
I don't even want to talk
awesome.
about it.
He said, love it, dude. Oh my god, dude, bro, what's your worst habit?
My worst habit,
Yeah.
procrastination. I procrastinate a lot. So like, there's a lot of times where I should be doing bike prep. If I did it like the 2 weeks and leading up to the event, it would be no problem. I wouldn't stress myself out. But me being me, I procrastinate and I do bike prep like 3 days before the event, and now I got to do everything in 3 days, and then I get it done, and something's like leaking or not working right, so now I got to like run over to Toccoa, Georgia. Shout out to my parts shop, Moto Warrior. Moto Warrior always be hooking me up last minute with the parts. We do custom orders and stuff for them. They're like a salvage shop, and they if you need custom part or not custom parts, but if you need spare parts for any of your race bikes and stuff like that, Motor Warrior always gives us a good discount. So if you hit me up, I can reach out to them to see if they need any. If they running out to Toccoa, Georgia, getting like last minute parts to bring down and put my bikes back together to either race or rent. And so yeah, procrastination, that's my worst habit.
Dude, I same worst habit for me. I procrastinate too. I got a basket full of laundry sitting right here that I haven't done in a
It'll
minute
be
that I
there
keep
tomorrow
looking
though,
at.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
know, I
It'll
know.
be
That's
there
what see that's what I say. I'm like, dude, I'll do it on Sunday. Sun comes, I'm like, man, forget that. I'll do that shit next week. I don't want to do that. Yeah, dude. But I do my own laundry, right? So
yeah.
um yeah. My son just called me. I was like, bro, I'm in the middle of the podcast. He's like, dude, when you gonna be done? I'm like, when I get done, fool. No, shortly, buddy, shortly. He's out there playing with his buddies, and he wants me to come out there and go with him down to church because they're out there riding bikes and stuff. So,
Gotcha.
that's right up my alley. So I'm like, break out my scooter and I'm
Yeah.
like, all the way down the road with my Kabuto helmet. But we'll get into that here in a few minutes. Let me ask you this, dude. What is your dream bike? I know it's a
Dream bike.
convoluted question because I got 500,000 dream bikes in mine, right? But
Yeah.
if you could just pick one dream bike right now off the top of your head, the first one that pops your mind, what would it be?
I mean, the R6 is always in my dream bike. I have a 2008 one, but like the 220, the 2020s, that would be like the dream bike, like to go racing and stuff with. But yeah, I don't really need like powerful bikes. I just like nice bikes. Like the R6, the is a dream bike of mine. I mean, I really well put together Daytona. That'd be nice. I haven't ridden one of those,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm not into like the RSV4s and the V2 the V4 Ducatis and all that stuff. Give me a good give me a nice well put together R6 in with all the bells and whistles, you know, and then I'm good to go.
Love it, man. I love it. I love it. Audiobooks, bro. Everybody, I listen to a shit ton of audiobooks. Is that something you do too when you travel or
I just
podcast or
I still like I read if I'm not listening to podcasts, I'm just reading the physical books. So I still got a bunch of I got my reading list is backed up. Yeah, I got to finish what is it? Chain Gang All Stars is one of the books on my list. I just finished reading what is it? Guillotine by Delilah Dawson. I got Jade Empire to read. I started that, and then there's a book that I just read that I'm forgetting. Oh, The Wolf King. The Wolf King is like this little kind of like Game of Thrones kind of deal. But yeah, but yeah, by Laura Pal Freeman. But I read the physical books. Long story short, I like the physical versions of the books. I like Anita, my wife, who listens to a bunch of audiobooks. But like, you're not really reading. It's not technically.
listen, the only books I read is my shop manuals for my motorcycles. Other than that,
Yeah.
dude, I'm an audiobook guy because I'm travel or I'm out in the garage working. If I'm not jamming some music, I'm
Yeah.
listening. I've got an audiobook or a podcast going on. It's
It's all the same. I just give her a hard time, but I'm not like however you get your listening and reading in, I'm down for it. Like audiobooks, regular books, yeah. I'm a big
yeah,
fan of
100%.
people just listening or listening or reading whatever they have an interest in. So yeah.
Facts on that, man. Facts. Let me ask you this: what advice would you give your younger self?
Stop procrastinating. If you do things the right way the first time, you won't have to learn the hard way. that's that's what that's the advice I would give my younger self, because we got here, we're successful, we got here, right? But we took the hard road. We could have just been on easy street the whole way. So yeah, you live and learn. But yeah, but,
That's life, right? Yeah,
yeah,
it's got to do everything the hard way, man.
if you
Yeah,
did,
I
you
get it.
yeah, if you listen to people around you, you could do it a lot easier. Just not save yourself a lot of stress. So
100%, man. 100%. What's the one superpower you wish you had?
Oh, superpower. Huh. One superpower that I wish honestly, I'd be like the Avatar, control the elements. That'd be pretty fun. I like that. Yeah, I'll go with that. I don't need to be invisible. Well, I mean, invisibility would be cool, but I feel like I can accomplish if I can control the four elements. I could basically accomplish everything that I need to. So I can get it done. So I'll just be the
Yeah, no,
Avatar.
100%. That's you're the first person ever said, first person that's ever said that. I would teleport. 100%. Everybody knows my I
Teleport.
teleport, right?
There
Yeah,
we go.
teleport would be
That takes yeah,
yeah.
but that takes all the fun out of the journey though. If you instead of teleporting, if you could like control the wind and fly or fire from your feet, then you can get there quick and enjoy the journey too. Teleporting just like, okay, well now I'm there. There's no journey to be enjoyed.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I join the journey when I'm there, though, right? And then it's the split second coming home.
Let me get to
That
my
journey is
vacation.
just
Yeah. Let me get to my
yeah, right.
vacation
Like
faster.
right. Let me. Bam, I'm out of here, baby. Let's go. Oh my god, dude. Do you have any tattoos?
I do have a tattoo. The I got a tattoo on my shoulder right here. It's kind of relatively new. I don't know if people can see that, but like dragon
Yeah,
scales coming out through the skin. So just nerd. But yeah, tattoos. I got a tattoo now. So
love it, man. Me too. It plans on any getting any more?
nah, no plans to get any more. I'm a one and done. It took me this long to figure out like something I could that I could keep on my body without getting bored of it for like, over 3 weeks time. So maybe in 30 years
Love it,
I'll find something else I can keep on for for longer than like three
dude.
weeks.
Your next tattoo's got to be lean machines.
Hey, it could be. There we go. I gotta figure
My
out
next
where to
tattoo
put
is
it.
going to be pin to gas. I'm gonna get that done on me because why not? Right? Like I
Yeah.
can live with it. That is me. So we got Leslie Garrett in the house. She says,
What's
"Hello,
going on?
hello, let's go."
I'm glad you can make it.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man. So are you superstitious at all, or do you have a certain routine when you go out there to ride yourself that you do?
Um, not super. Well, I guess. I mean, I have a routine. So I guess it is a little bit superstitious. Well, like when you go out for like race weekends or race sessions, I have like a routine I do. I'm not freaking out if I don't do it, but it's just like I guess force a habit. If you're very deliberate in your habits, you can have consistent results or whatever. So yeah, deliberate. I don't know if it's considered superstitious, but I definitely have a routine before I go out there. So.
Yeah, I think everybody's got their own little routine of whatever it is, right? Whether it's
Hmm.
just being calm, stretching, blah, whatever it is, right? It's something
Hmm.
that helps you get in that mind state to go out there and have fun, right?
Yep.
110%. So my next question is, dude, when me and you finally get together and hang out away from the track, dude, what's our go-to karaoke song me and you are singing?
Oh, go-to karaoke song, Roses by Outkast. That's my
There
go-to
you
karaoke.
go.
That's
There
it.
you go, man. Dude, I was bumping some Outcast earlier today, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, some old school Outcast.
Andre 3000 is very quotable. It works well in like all karaoke spaces, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah. Leslie says routines are everything. Yes, they
They are.
are. 110%. Yeah, good old Outcast, man. Love it, man. I love it. Dude, if you could travel back to any era of time, Lance, what time would you travel back to?
Probably like early 2000s, I mean, I grew up in like the dawn of the internet. I feel like the internet was like at its wildest and awesome in like that early 2000s, like early 2010s. So probably hang out there like between 90s and like early 2010s, something like that. That was a fun time.
Was a fun time. Absolutely, it was a fun time. Dude, if you had like your own private track day and you
Mhm.
can invite any three people in the world, they could be movie stars, MotoGP, whoever it is. What's the three people you would invite to your track day?
Oh, the three people I'm inviting to my track day. The probably my boys. I mean, my famous people don't really impress me. And Matt's getting an invite. If I three people, Matt's getting an invite, Brian's getting an invite, and then Jamie's getting an invite. Probably, yeah. If I forgot anybody, that's my bad. Like that's the first thing that popped in my head. But basically, the friends get there first. The friends get to the private track day first, and we're renting Laguna. We're renting Laguna. Okay, so we're going there. So
Dude, Laguna Seca is absolutely
yes,
amazing, man.
sir.
I went there in 2005 when MotoGP first come back. Yeah, it was freaking yeah, bro. It's one of those tracks that well, any track really, It don't do it no justice on TV till you see it in
I
real
know.
life, and you're like,
That
bro.
funny story. That was my experience with going to Road Atlanta. I was like, I was studying Road Atlanta before I went there for the first time, and I saw the drop. I was like, okay, I'll handle this. Like, I got have a plan for when I go up this hill at 12 and come down. And then I like roll through the gate, and I was like, holy, like,
Yep, you're like,
there's no plan
uh-oh.
for that. This is like a 2-story drop right here.
The plan is when I approach
the,
it. That's the plan. I'll handle it then. Oh my god, dude,
the
that's
plan is
awesome.
to like, yeah, we're gonna roll off real early.
Right, and cover that rear brake
Exactly.
100%. Yes, 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 yes. Listen, Lance, bro, this has been an absolutely amazing time, dude. Thank you so much. It's been such an honor to have you on. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. I'll get into all that here in a minute. I want to give all my shout outs real quick before I let Lance in the show, to give all the shout outs where people can find them on all social media, where you can go. Everybody can go and sign up and go, like, sign up for the lean machines, and get out there and on the track and have fun. First and foremost, man, is Kabuto helmets, man. I just got this helmet at Road Atlanta. Big shout out to Scott Allbrooks and Kabuto. It is FIM homologated, is actually made in Japan. It's the only FIM homologated helmet on the market right now that has the MIP system built into the actual liner of the helmet. It's actually got the only new innovation safety system built in their helmet. All the other helmets have a red pull-out tab. In the unfortunate event, if you got to grab one of those things and pull it out, man, it's tough to pull that thing out, right? And what
Yeah.
happens? It causes a lot of rider head movement. Well, this thing, it just zips, right? I have it unzipped because I was showing it off to my buddy. But anyway, you tuck this little thing in right here. I'm just gonna show you real quick. So zips up, this little thing tucks in here. Basically, you just unzip this. You guys see the little tab comes out. You just
Yeah.
barely pull it, and the thing pops out. What happens is the whole cheeks collapse on the inside, so you just slide the helmet off with
Okay.
minimal movement to it. But
Yeah.
dude, if anybody's interested, this is the only helmet, Lance. I got, dude. I got a Rise. I got AGVs. I got the HJC Ralpha N1 FIM. Dude, I got a buttload of helmets. Okay, this is the only helmet right out the box that fit my head perfect. I'm in a small, right?
Okay.
Meaning that, when you put on a helmet, you can feel it here, but you don't
Mhm.
feel it here, or you'll feel it here and you don't feel it here. I feel it everywhere. It's absolutely insane. It was actually a weird feeling to have a properly fitted helmet right out the box.
Gotcha.
Field divisions. Go ahead,
I talked to the Kabuto guys at Road Atlanta, so
Scott.
they're next on my list of helmets. Yeah. So
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm in love. Anybody's interested, go to kabutoamericas.com. Check one out for yourself. You go to Moto America, make sure you go to the fan zone. Go see Scott. Tell him Simcoe for Pin the Gas sent you. Put your hands on one. Put it on. Try it on yourself. Trust me, you're going to fall in love with it like I did. It's something about a helmet and, gloves and boots, you see it, you like it, you try it on, it's just not you, right? It don't fit right or whatever it is. Just like tennis shoes. You see a pair of shoes like, dude, those are sick. You put them on your feet, you're like, yeah, absolutely not. So it looks good on the shelf. That's where it's going to stay. But dude, again, big shout out to Kabuto Americans. Absolutely. Dude, I can't speak highly enough of the helmet. No, I'm not getting paid to say this neither. They're freaking amazing. Dude, everybody, listen, Lance, I tell everybody like this. It's so important to have a full, properly fitted suit, which means don't buy that off the rack suit. You're gonna
oh,
spend
100%.
$2,500 on this off the rack suit, dude. For what? It don't fit you correctly. What
Yeah.
happens is when you have a suit that don't fit you correctly, it might be tight in the arms. It's gonna cause arm pump. Your hands go numb. All these things. It might be big right here when you're trying to get in that full tuck. It's like a parachute and it's choking the shit out of you, and you just can't
Mhm.
have fun and you can't relax, right? Because your mind's on trying to change your body position to keep all this. Listen, do yourself a favor. Of course, everybody knows who I'm with. I'm with Khomeini AGV Sports Group. We're AAA certified, all this stuff, right? We can integrate the airbag, the vest, and the actual suit. You can put it on, then put that on. You can wear it on the outside, however you want it. My main thing is to everybody listening to this, do yourself a favor. There's many brands out. You got VO2, of course, you got Hypernecker, my boy Khalil. You got us at Khomeini, AGV. There's so many out there. Do yourself a favor. Get yourself a full, proper fitted suit, tailored measure specifically for you. You pick the colors, you put the patches, you do all these things, right? And it's you and your personality too, all wrapped up in one. And dude, it's absolutely not night and day, as also is the undersuits. They're just as important, right? What I
Mhm.
mean by that is your Nike, your Under Armour is not the same. It is not the same as a 64-degree racing undersuit. Absolutely not. Or a Venom undersuit, right? Those are my two friends that make undersuits in the
Okay.
business, and they are the best in the game. 110%. You're not going to go wrong by ordering from either one of them. 64degreeracing.com for Tate. Absolutely amazing. I got two custom undersuits of his. I wear them all year round. Well, not in the summer, but when I ride, I do. In wintertime, bro, they stay on me for sure. Every time I ride, of course, they're on there. The other one is venomsport.com, Mama Leaky. Absolutely amazing. Again, you're not going to go wrong. Big shout out to K Tech Suspension. If you're not on K Tech, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to be on K Tech. So big shout out to Bert's, Kendall, and Dakari. Dude, everybody out there at K Tech, dude, show me all the love, dude. You guys are absolutely amazing. Again, get on K Tech, people. Big shout out to SFL Mini GP, South Florida and Jersey. They have an amazing program. Obviously, just like Lance, you just register and show up. They provide everything: the boots, the gloves, the leathers, the helmets, the bikes, blah, 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 blah. Whether you're 70 years old and you always wanted to get out on the track, or you're 25 years old with a little son and daughter and you want to go out there and experience for the first time on the weekend, all you do is register and show up. It's sflminigp.com. Uh, Dude, one of my original sponsors, all the way from the UK, the Clothing Kings. Martin, I love you more than anything, mate. So, everybody out there in the UK, the clothingkings.co.uk, it'll say partnership on the top right. Click on it. All the partnerships will come up. Pin the gas, baby. You can get all your merch there. Everybody was always asked about my soft shell jacket that I wear. That's where I got it from, the Clothing King. It wasn't bad. It was only like 60 euros, which is like not even 70 US dollars. It's a nice jacket, too. Um, I got 3 friends that make graphics in the industry, right? Actually, 4. GRG Designs, my man Gus Rodeo. Whether you want a helmet wrapped, your bike wrapped, your car wrapped, your truck wrapped, your dog wrapped, your wife wrapped, whatever the case may be, right? You're not going to go wrong by ordering from any one of them. First one is GRG Designs, my man Gus Rodeo. You can go to Drip and Wet. Everybody knows Chris Griselle, right? My man Reese Brody from REB Graphics, and my man Randy Kitzmiller. He's with Epic Design, so he does all that stuff too. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get everybody in there and remember, right? So listen, if anybody, one recommendation I do have for everybody, man, especially if you're trying to, get faster and improve, you need to go to Corner Spin. You need to help Aaron Stevenson go out there in North Carolina.
They're on my list. They're on my
Yep,
list.
do
Yep.
Quarter Spin. It'll
Mhm.
absolutely change the game. If you don't believe me, go back and listen to the podcast I had with Nathan Gauker. We talk a lot about it. I even had Aaron on. Go back and watch that episode, right? So
They got to
Corner
get updated.
Spin,
They got to get updated list of their events because I saw they dropped off after June. I need their updated list of event list for the second half
Aaron.
of the season.
Yep, Aaron, if you're listening to
Yeah,
this, we
look,
need that updated
I'm
list, baby.
coming.
Let's go.
I'm coming. I just need to know the dates.
Oh my god. Well, we'll get those dates. Last but not least, man. So buddy of mine, Foul Weather Racing, got with Fuel One Racing. They're a Suzuki Fuel, right? So they're trying to actually take over VP Fuels. They have a 93, 95, 99 octane non-ethanol pure fuel. Suzuki's been developing this fuel for 3 years, using it in their motorcycles and their watercraft. My buddy Alex Johansson got his hands on some when we went to Summit Point. Absolutely amazing. They're looking for riders as sponsors. They're looking for racers to sponsors. Listen to this again. All my friends out there racing, they're looking for you. Fuel One Racing, hit me up. I'll put you in direct contact. It's cool because what it is, they get you on the program. They give you this QR code. If there's the stipulations, you got to have a Suzuki dealership near you, right? Because they'll drop off a big tank of fuel. They give you your big old jug. It's a big old red jug. They even give you a pump. You go up to the gas station. They can send you a QR code. Pull out your cell phone, your watch, whatever it is. Scan your QR code. Fill up your pump. Fill up your tank. Boom, you're off to the races, baby. Hit me up, dude. They're looking. They're looking. So
Hey,
anyway,
I'll message you for sure.
now I know you will. I got you, dude. I got you too. Trust me. But anyway, listen, Lance, tell everybody where they can, dude, rent the machines, where they can find you on social media, and more importantly, when you're gonna have them new merch for sale. Boy.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, you can find us at rentleanmachines.com. This is all one word, rentleanmachines.com. Pretty simple to find us. We're on but if you can't find us there, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. And then I think are we on any social media? No, just Facebook and Instagram is where we hang out most of all. We got a YouTube, is a little less known, but we got a YouTube channel where we kind of show off the some hot laps, some tracks that you might be renting at. Then t-shirts will be back in stock. And the coming next month we'll have the t-shirts back in stock. We got a new supplier. We're gonna have some t-shirts made. If you need your tough jugs, we got tough jugs. We'll have them on the site in the next month. In the meantime, you can contact me. I got you hooked up on the tough jugs. I'm talking about like I can get you a discount on them tough jugs. So and if you're endurance racing, you don't need one. If you're endurance racing, you need one. And then as far as that, the sponsors. Oh, first of all, thanks to the fam. I couldn't do this without you guys. Thanks for showing up big and supporting. It means a lot to me. Yeah, I have the best family. That's not biased. That's just facts. You know what I'm saying? Just messing with you guys. But and then sponsors Hyper Naked brand, like you said, if you need a suit, see Hyper Naked brand. If you don't see AGV, yeah, and I agree. If you rent a suit, make sure you want to rent your first suit. Make sure you like actually want to jump into this. And when you do, go get a suit from like a custom suit, custom fit suit. Hyper Naked brand's always treated me right. Shout out to Khalil and the boys. The Moto Warrior, my parts shop. Yeah, their salvage parts shop. If you need, they got an eBay store, Moto Warrior parts on eBay. They got fantastic prices on the parts that you end up crashing at the at the racetrack, like brake discs, like rotors, master cylinders. If you need it, they got it.
Clip-ons, brake
Clip-ons.
levers,
Go
crutch
see them.
levers.
They gas tanks, because we all know anytime you go down, you're gonna need a gas tank. Yeah, they got gas tanks. So rims, spare rims and stuff like that. Motor Warrior, shout out to you guys. They're up in Toccoa, Georgia. And then Wicked Photography, Jamie and her company. Yeah, she's been there since day one, helping me with the photography, like all the photography of the bikes on Rent Lean machines. I'm most likely from her because she makes the most fire photos. Actually, I'm not gonna put it like Josh from Apex Pro Photo and Jamie and all. I love all my photo G's. Jamie's just up there, top tier with the rest of the photo G's. Shout out to the photo G's. You guys are the best. I'm not trying to pit y'all against each other. Y'all make top tier photos. Jamie's just another in the top tier, S tier photos. So and then I'm missing one. Moto Warrior, Tough Jug, got Jamie, Wicked Photography, and I think that's it. Hyper Naked, yeah. So those are my sponsors. We're always looking for more. So if you want to sponsor the Lean Machines race team that might be coming in the next year or two, let me know. Otherwise, right now it's just me racing. So yeah, but that's it. That's what I got.
I love it, dude. I love it. Look, one last thing. Big shout out to all the corner marshal workers, all you guys and girls out there that show up at all these events in order for me to come out there and run my mouth and do all this network, and for everybody to show up and race and do all this. Thank you so much, because without you, we wouldn't be showing up. And a big shout out to dude, Road Racing World and the air fence. Everybody needs to go to roadracingworld.com, sign up, donate to the air fences. It's imperative. If we don't have the air fences again, if we don't have the air fences, the corner marshal workers and the ambulance there, guess what? We have no event. I don't give a shit who shows up. None. Right? So very most important right there. Again, big shout out. If anybody's interested in doing any corner marshal working, dude, hit me up. I'll put you in direct contact. You can go out there, have fun, have the best seats in the house, get up close and personal. And then you get to run around the paddock and say hi to everybody and laugh at the end of the day. And it's a lot of fun. But anyway, Lance, thank you so much for coming on. It's been an absolute honor, my friend, dude. Listen, I'm first and foremost, dude, it's an honor to be friends in what I call this short lifetime. It's an honor to help you out on this journey with you and Lean Machines and everybody else, dude. I appreciate it, dude. I really do. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. Dude, listen, if it wasn't for Lance and all these people with all the likes and subscribes and watching this, I wouldn't be here. And that's a fact. It's because of each and every single one of you is the reason why I'm sitting here. It's the reason why Pin the Gas is here, straight up. So I love you. Thank you guys and girls so much. Lance, this episode will be out tonight. I'll tag in all the socials and all that. I'll go in and add in your rentleanmachines.com into everything that I do for our podcast, socials, and all that good stuff. And yeah, man, dude, no problem. Dude, you got my personal phone number, dude. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate. Give me a holler. I know you're going to get a call me about this, which I'm expecting that. Just I'll shoot you a text, because when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go hang out with my son and his friends. So when I come
out
back,
there,
we'll do all that. But this episode will be out later on tonight. Thank you guys and girls so much, and I will see you soon. Lance, I'll talk to you soon, my friend. Thank you.
I'll talk to you guys soon. Let's go.
Let's go. We are out of here.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.